This is Jonathan Ray from the Honda World Superbike team, and this is a lap of Moscow Raceway. As we approach turn 1, we're in 4th gear, back to 3rd, try to get to that apex on the inside. And for me, I'm running out to the outside and using all the curb. Here's turn 2, back to 2nd gear. You try to hug this curb on the second part of the apex and then drive down the hill. What you don't see here in the video is it's completely off camera and completely blind. You go in here and you can't even see the apex of the corner. Some riders are still using 2nd here, but for me I prefer to go back to 1st for this sharp right and going up the hill. This is very steep hill. 1st, 2nd, and you lay it on the side again for turn 6. The 2nd apex here, there it is, right on the left. You stay left because here on the right the track drops away from you. It's impossible to use the curb on the right there because there's a big drop. But this curb on the left, you're completely over the curb on the left and throwing it into this 3rd gear right-hander, running right out to the painters on the left. They'll obviously not be there when I'm riding, but this is a slow lap on the scooter. 4th gear here. And at the top of this hill, what you can't see now is there's a left-hand 90-degree corner. And there it is, so the bike is completely unloaded. Back to 2nd gear, clip the apex. Running out to the curb on the right-hand side, holding it in 2nd gear. There's the curb. Keep left, 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 then flick right. It's always 2nd gear here, 2nd gear, and then it's back to 1st gear for the hairpin. This is one of the slowest corners on the track, pretty much to a stop. And then we pick the bike up and fire it out, being very careful to avoid the telescopic. Keeping in 2nd gear, then it's a late apex for this corner. Then this is another slow corner, but for me I prefer to keep in 2nd gear. It makes the bike more drivable. And here's the back straight. The back straight we go from 2nd gear the whole way to 6th gear, and unlike any other track on the calendar, it's very, very narrow. So what you see here is, it looks like very slow speed. I'm on the scooter, of course, but the braking point is so far down here, but the speed feels much faster than, for example, Monza or America, because the track's so narrow. Approaching, you see the pit lane line here. It's a good indicator for the brake. When that goes, we're fully on the brake, right back to 1st or 2nd gear, depending on your final gearing. The last corner reminds me a lot of Kyalami, South Africa, because it's like not a complete stop-start corner, but it's one of them corners we have to slow down, pick the bike up and fire it out. The curb on the right ends quite suddenly, so you have to not use too much road on the exit. And then it's across the start-finish straight, up to 4th gear again, back to 3rd for turn 1, and that's a lap of Moscow Raceway.